Alright guys, I want to talk to you about a Gambrel and Hoist system that I bought from Harbor Freight a few years back, and I really dig it. It's super handy. I've hung a bunch of deer on them. I like them so much I own 4 of them. I've got a couple that we keep in our boxes that we take up to camp with us, and I've got a couple that we keep at the house. This one here, and I have one in the package here. I really like it. The problem I was having is I was either hooking the tractor or my Jeep up to it to pull the deer up. Then I had the problem I either had to leave it hooked up or somehow, you know, get it undone and bring it over to the tree and tie it off like this in order to keep this up. I didn't know, because I've never owned one before, but I didn't know that this little thing right here is a lock that locks your pulley in place so it's not sliding all over the place, and you can release tension off of it and, you know, get another grip, pull it up a little higher, or just leave it where it's at till you get it tied off or whatever. And I followed the instructions on this. This is what really bums me out the most, is I followed the instructions. In the instructions it says to tie off to this, which is not what you do. But I'm going to show you how to fix that. Okay guys, so what we've got here is a few things are actually wrong with the way that the instructions on the back of this goes. Number one, I want to show you real quick. This S-hook is facing this way, along with the side that the lever's on. This S-hook's facing this way. It's pretty much the way that it shows it in the instructions. The other problem is, I'm going to go ahead and let this down. I'm going to take this apart while we're take the gambrel off of it for now. And we're going to go ahead and take this apart. I'm going to start from scratch. I was going to go ahead and leave this one up and do the other one and compare the two of them, but I think you guys pretty much get the idea of what was wrong. So I'm just going to go ahead and fix this one, and then we'll be good with it. Okay, so this lever here, in the instructions it actually shows to tie off here and then start running everything. That's the wrong way to do it. What we want to do is we want to keep, we're going to have the S in the S hook facing the same way that this is, which is already set in there the way that it's supposed to be. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to run, instead of tying off to this the way the instruction says, we want to bring this up, whoops, we want to bring this up through the bottom of the lever, and then we're going to take it, let's get us some slack out of here so we got something to work with. Now with the S hook facing this way, we're going to take your line and you're going to run it through the pulley like so, and then I'm going to take the other pulley with the S hook facing that way, the same way the top one is. We're going to take our line. So we started out on the right hand side here, we want the right hand side here, right? So from the back of it, so the back side of the pulley, we're going to run that through. And then we're going to come up to the left pulley and run that line through. Whoops. Probably would have been better if I used the other one and had a fresh rope. But this needs to be done, so we'll get it done on this. Okay, so now at this point here, we're going to take the rope and we're going to run it through the left pulley from the back. Keep that up there. Okay, so now it's looking like this here. Now what we need to do, there's a hole in the bottom of this top bracket. We're going to tie off to that. And it really doesn't matter whether you go up through and just make a knot, or if you come outside and tie a slip knot to it, you know, so it's tightening up on there. As a matter of fact, that's the way I'm going to do it right now. So we're going to run this in with knot by fresh rope. I'm going to run that up in there. And then we're just going to go ahead and knot it off. Just like that. Then we're going to get our rope out of the way and get our gambrel hook back up here. Alright, so now, when this is pulling up, it's going to have some weight on it, so once you got your deer up, so it's actually pulling through this lever here. When you get it up to where you need to get it at, you're going to pull back on it, and it's going to grab the rope and lift the lever up into place so you can keep it from dropping down, which is so much better than having to try to lug it and hold it and walk over to the tree and wrap it off to try and tie it off. So much easier doing it this way. So once you're up in this position right here and you want to let it down, or you need to move it up a little bit higher, you just simply pull it back. It'll release itself from the lever. You pull it up some more, bring it back, and the weight will grab your rope and pull the lever up just like that. Let it go, and you can lower it back down. And then it'll pull it back up and lock it. Now, one other thing real quick about this that I like the way that this goes together. It's got a welded ring, welded bars on the bottom. This actually comes in two pieces on the Gambrel. They're both sitting right here. So you got this ring, and one side's got the ring sits on it, the other side's kind of open. It hooks in, and then these two pieces slide together in the bottom of it. So if you had to take it apart for some reason to, you know, make room for packing or whatever, when we put it in big plastic totes when we go north or we go on a trip somewhere or whatever. So I don't worry about breaking them down, but they can break down. So that's a nice thing about it. For like 15 or 16 bucks, these things can't be beat. We've hung deer on them. I've hung a couple of hogs on them. It's just a great deal. I mean, if we were rating this thing, this would be a 5-star for sure. I mean, it's definitely, and for the price, you can't beat it. 15, 16 bucks. You know, Harbor Freight hasn't been doing that 20% off or nothing lately, but even without it, or 15, 16 bucks, it's definitely worth it. And it's definitely worth having that stop there because it'll save all kinds of straining on you. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. If you guys got any questions about this, leave them in the comment. This got a 400, I think it's 425, 445, somewhere in there, weight limit on it. It's just, I mean, what more can you ask for? It's inexpensive and it works, and that's the best thing. But anyways, like and subscribe. Wait for the next video. Hopefully I'm going to be able to start getting 2 videos a week out for you guys. That's what I'll be working on as soon as I'm done with this videos and some more videos. If you guys like it, give it a like, subscribe. If you don't like it, hit the down button twice for me. I appreciate it. And until next time, see you guys later.